Hello everyone and welcome. Yes, in today's lesson we are going to focus on just one word, okay? But it is more than a word and noun and more than a noun and more than a verb. It is wish. As a verb, we also use it in different ways, just like we use want, for example. I wish to ask a question, or I want to ask a question. I wish you success, for example, or I wish success for you. I wish happiness for you. As a verb, just single verb, okay? Or as a noun, for example, may I learn your wish? What kind of wish do you have? Do you have a spiritual wish, a psychological wish, a material wish? Okay, a wish. Or yes, for example, tell me about your wishes as a noun. Okay, it becomes both singular and plural. It's a countable noun, and so. But our topic is specifically, particularly, wish clause, okay? Wish plus that clause, wish plus that clause, and this is the most common form of the word wish, okay? So in this presentation, in this video, we are going to be familiar with wish clauses. Okay. Let's see what is wish clause. What is a wish clause and how it works, how it functions. Yes. Hello and welcome again. Yes. Let's focus on it as a single word, as both verb and noun. So trip 5, but our subject, our objective, our purpose is to acquire wish clauses in this video. Okay. Now wish, as you see, we use it as a verb and as a noun, and dictionary says that wish means request, want, desire, hope. Okay. Yes. For example, the first usage of wish as a verb, I wish to say something. Okay, I wish to say something. Do you see? It is just like saying, I want to say something. I'd like to say something. I would like to say something. Okay. Yes, I want to say something, or I hope to say something. Of course, the messages are different in each of them. In each of I wish to say something, I want to say something, I hope to say something. Do you wish to say anything, for example? Do you wish to say anything? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Or no, I don't wish to say anything. The second usage of wish, I wish you a very good evening, for example. I wish you a very good evening, a very good morning. Yeah. Of course, we can just say good evening. It also means have a good evening. Yes, yes. And I wish you a good evening. I wish you a very good evening. I wish you a very good lesson. I wish you uh, a very good lesson. Okay. I wish you success, for example, or I wish success for you. Wish something for somebody. Okay. Or we can directly say, I wish you happiness. For example. Okay. Now, the fourth usage, we should wish for positive things. Yes, we should wish for positive things. What kind of wish do you have? What kind of wish do you have? Yes. I have I have both material and immaterial wishes. Yes. But we should wish for positive things. We shouldn't wish for negative things. Yes. So this is our objective today. Step 5. Okay, number 5. I wish that I met your solicitor tomorrow. Today is also for today and tomorrow. Today or tomorrow. Okay, about present and future. So we want something to happen. Okay, we want something to be. We want to have something. We do have again. Okay, we want to be. If we want to be something, if we want to have something very much, we wish that thing. Okay. So, for example, for today or tomorrow, if we want something to happen, maybe it is impossible to happen, but we say, I wish that I met your solicitor tomorrow. Is it clear? Now, so it has only two parts. The first part is connected with the present and future wishes, and the second part, B part, is related to the past events that didn't happen and that we want them to have happened. Okay, about the past. Okay, I wish that I had met your solicitor yesterday. Let me write here because we use wish clauses both in present, future, and past. Let me write here, I wish that I met your solicitor today, present, or tomorrow. But did you notice that meet, met, met? The structure is different. Okay. Although we wish something, we want something to happen today or tomorrow, we use the second type, simple past form, okay, simple past form of the verb in the first type of wish clauses. Okay. I think it's clear. I wish that I met your solicitor today or tomorrow. But this is the, as for B, it's completely about the past events or states or situations. For example, I wish that I had met your solicitor yesterday, but unfortunately, I didn't meet him yesterday. Now I wish that I had met your solicitor yesterday. This is our purpose today. Of course, understanding does not mean learning and knowing, so it needs practice. We will practice it throughout our presentation. What do the images say? The first image, I wish you success. Yes, I wish you noun, a noun, nouns. Okay. I wish you happy days, for example. Yes. 5 wishes. May I learn your 5 wishes? Or can you tell me your 5 wishes about present, future, or past? Yes, do you remember the Aladdin's lamp? What does the genie say all the time in that story? Your wish is my command. Okay, just tell me your wish and I will consider it as a command and it will come about. Okay. Of course, in the story. Now, wish clauses impossible. Yes, there is an okay, it is again untrue. Okay, it is almost impossible. Wish clauses and if only clauses. Okay, now wish clause and if only clause are almost the same. Okay, we use them almost in the same way and to give the same message. Yes, if only. Maybe I feel that if only clauses are more stronger than wish clauses, but wish clauses are more common and practical. Okay, so both of them are used. If only also means wish something. Okay, are used to express a strong wish, especially when you know that you what you want cannot happen. Yes, you know that what you want cannot happen. Is it possible, for example, you didn't see the solicitor yesterday, now you say, I wish I had seen him. So it is impossible. Okay, so we know that it cannot happen again. It cannot happen. We cannot see him, but in spite of that situation, we again say, we keep saying, I wish I had seen your solicitor yesterday. Yes. Okay. There are only two types of wish clauses. Okay. Yes, this is so simple, but of course it needs practice. There are only two types of wish clauses. Now, for example, the wish, these are all about the first type of wish clauses. For example, give one. I wish you were here. I wish you were here. Okay. Now, I wish you were here now. Okay. So this is the first wish clause about present and future. Now, what about the second give? I wish I knew how to quit you. I wish you can produce hundreds of thousands of sentences. I wish I knew where you will go. I wish I knew what you did yesterday, what you will do tomorrow. I wish I knew, but unfortunately, I don't know. I wish I knew now. Know, knew, known. Okay? So both of them are about the first wish clauses about present and future. Okay. What did I write considering them? Wishing the impossible. Yes, it's all about wishing the impossible. First, where do you wish you were now, for example? Where do you wish you were now? I wish I were on the moon. I wish I were on the Venus. Okay? This is just my wish. I wish that I were on the Venus. Okay. Second, what do you wish you knew now? Okay. What do you wish you knew? Do you see? Simple past. What do you wish that you knew? That clause is after wish. That clause is in simple past tense. What do you wish you knew? I wish I knew German besides English. I know English. I wish I knew English in a fluent way. In a fluent way. I wish I spoke English in a fluent and, of course, correct way. Okay. Third, what do you wish you had? I wish, again, be do have. I wish I had a language school now. What do you wish you had? I wish I had a language school now. I don't have a language school, but I had a YouTube channel, English Acquiring. Thank God I have an English YouTube channel named, called English Acquiring from the beginning to the advanced levels, okay, including intermediate level, of course. Okay, let's go on, move on. Yes, we should compare them. We should always, always in this presentation, in this video, in this lesson, we should always compare them, okay? Wish means if only. Wish clause means if only clause. For example, I wish I met my grandfather now. Or if only I met my grandfather now. What do you wish you did now? Yeah, it is very useful to know both of them. Okay, for it is very practical and easy to make a question with wish clause, but it is a little bit confusing to make a question with if only. Okay. Yes. What do you wish you did now? We can also answer with only. If only I found a treasure this year. What do you wish you did now? If only I found a treasure now. Okay. Or I wish I found a treasure now. I wish I found a treasure this year. What do you wish you did this year? I wish I saw Köroğlu, Robin Hood, Shakespeare, Mevlana, Mark Twain now or this year. Okay. Or if only I saw. Is it possible? No, it is impossible. It is impossible, but nobody can stop us, can prevent us from wishing. Okay, so I wish I saw Köroğlu, Robin Hood, Shakespeare, Mevlana, Mark Twain today, now. Okay, what do you wish you were? Again, attention. We do have the using of them, the verb category. There isn't the fourth category of verbs in English. There are only three. Yes, I also emphasize them. We do have. What do you wish you were now? I wish I were the richest person in the world now. I wish I were the richest person in the world now. Okay, yes. If I were a rich man, for example, the name of a famous and popular classical song. If I were a rich man, or I wish I were a rich man. Okay, I wish I were a rich man, or if only I were a rich man. But here, I wish I were the richest person in the world now. What do you wish you had now? I wish I had a language school now. I wish I had a laboratory now. I wish I had a car now. Or I wish I sold my car now. Okay, and maybe tomorrow you will regret, and then you will say, I wish I had not sold my car yesterday. Okay, so I wish I had a fleet of cruisers now. I wish I had a fleet of cruisers now. Yes. Okay. Now, first type, wish or if only clauses to express present future wishes, okay? Desires. Roman number 1, wish clause is used, the first type of wish clause is used with the simple past, okay? This is extremely important. Is used with the simple past for things that we want to happen in the present or future. For example, I wish I saw William Shakespeare tomorrow, today. Or if only I saw William Shakespeare tomorrow. What do you wish you saw tomorrow? I wish I saw Yunus Emre tomorrow. I wish I saw Mark Twain tomorrow. I wish I saw them tomorrow. Okay. Now let's start practicing with dialogue 1. Starting with dialogue 1. Okay. A. I don't play. This is the reality. This is the fact. I don't play basketball every week. I love basketball. I can play basketball, but unfortunately, I don't play basketball every week. Simple present time. But I wish I played basketball every week. I wish I played basketball every week. Is it clear? This is my wish, for example. I wish I played basketball every week. What do you wish you did every week? I wish I spoke. I wish I spoke to people in English every week. Dialogue 2, I am not a judoist or judoka, but I wish I were a judoist. This is also extremely important, okay? In wish clauses, in the first wish clauses, we don't use was, okay? Instead of was, we use were for all singular subjects, including he, she, it. Okay. I wish I were a judoist. I wish Jennifer were a judoist. Okay. I wish Maximilian were a judoist now. Okay. I wish my father were a judoist now. I wish your neighbor were a judoist now. Okay. Who wishes that he were a karateist? Simon wishes that he were a karateist, but unfortunately, of course, everybody knows that Simon isn't a karateist, okay? But he wishes he were. This is extremely important, and this is the true form. Of course, sometimes you may hear, for example, somebody says, Maximilian wishes he was a karateist. Is it true or false? It is, they use it, you hear it, but the message is conveyed. There is no problem. But the true form, the grammatically true form is this, okay? Maximilian wishes, not was, he were a karateist now. This is really important. Okay, dialogue 3. I don't have a great car. Again, that's number B do have. There isn't the fourth category of the verbs in English. Yes. I don't have a green card, but I wish I had a green card. What do you wish you had right now? I wish I had a transit visa. Okay. Dialogue 4, I wish I saw a spaceship now. I wish I saw a spaceship now, or I wish I were in a spaceship now. This is my dream world. This is my wish. I wish I saw a spaceship now. What do you wish you did now? I wish I drove a car now. I wish I were driving a car now. Is also possible. Or I wish my older son were driving a car now. Yes, singular subject, but again we use were. I wish my younger son were driving the car now, our car now. What do you wish you did now? Or what do you wish you were doing now? I wish I were reading the War and Peace now. I wish I were reading the War and Peace now, but it is impossible. I don't have that book now, and I am busy with other things. I am very busy with other things. Okay. I wish I were walking on the moon. Yes, you can say it is not forbidden. Okay. I wish I were walking on the moon now. Okay. Now, let's increase our practice. What does a kiwi wish it had? We know that, we have learned that a kiwi doesn't have feathers. Okay. So, what does a kiwi wish it had? A kiwi wishes, okay? A kiwi wishes it had feathers. Does a kiwi have wings? No. It is we know that it is a bit strange bird. it doesn't have wings. So what does a kiwi wish? A kiwi wishes, okay, it had 2 wings. Okay. Now, dialogue 5. Oh, kiwis are talking to each other, for example. Yes, fable, kind of. Let's practice a kind of fable. Okay. First, kiwi. I wish I had feathers. What do you wish you had? I wish I had a tail. Do you wish you were an eagle or a pheasant? I wish I were an eagle. I wish I were an eagle. What do you wish you could do? I wish I could fly. As you know, a kiwi cannot fly. What do you wish you did tomorrow? I wish I I wish I ate a lot of cereals tomorrow. What about you, third kiwi? I wish I found a lot of foods. Food and foods also possible, yes. Yes, I think food is both countable and uncountable. Now, dialogue 6. I wish I were in Rome now. Where do you wish you were tomorrow? I wish I were in Rome tomorrow too. Okay. I wish I had a talent for music, but unfortunately, I don't have a talent, ability, skill for music. What talent do you wish you had? What talent do you wish you had? I wish I had a talent for literature. Okay. Who wishes he or she embraced meaning? Zeliha wishes she embraced meaning. Okay. Who wishes he or she were a pedagogue now, for example? Yasemin wishes she were a pedagogue now. Who wishes he could speak English fluently now? Everybody wishes he or she speaks or were speaking English fluently now, or she spoke English fluently now. Okay, so just one name. Marco wishes he were speaking English fluently now. 8. I wish there were again. Okay, I wish there were a forest on the moon. Yeah, this is my wish. What do you wish you did in that forest? I wish I had a studio in that forest, or I wish I had a cottage in that forest, and I wish I made videos about that forest, or in that forest. Dialogue 9. I wish I could, not can, okay? Not will, but would. Not can, but could. Not may, but might. Okay. I wish I could compose. I might compose or I would compose. All three are possible. I wish I could compose a masterpiece of music. What do you wish you could do? I wish I could speak English both correctly and fluently. Okay, oh, there are 1, 2, 3 gifts. Let's take a look at the first gift. It says, I wish I could, but I can't. Sorry, yes, excellent. A nice sentence. I can't do it now. Okay. For example, I wish I could solve that problem. Okay. I wish I could solve that problem, but I can't solve it. It is beyond me. It surpasses me. Okay, what about the second give? If only I wish, sorry, if only I wish I could do more. Interesting. I only wish, sorry, not if only. Okay, this is the third form of use. This is another form of using, yes. I only wish I could do more. Yeah, it is, I wish I could do more, or I only wish, okay? I only wish, I only want, yes, I only hope, yes, I only wish I could do more. Or uh, if only I could do more, only if only I could do more. No. If only I could only do more. Yeah, also possible. The last sentence that I said. Okay, the last one. I wish I could give you what you need. Yes, what you want. Okay, I wish I could give you what you need, what you wish, what you hope, what you want. Okay. Now let's read the first image with if only. I wish I could, but I can't, sorry. If only I could, but I can't, yes. And I wish I could do more. So if only I could do more. I wish I could give you what you need. If only I could give you what you need. Okay. Now let's read the sentences connected with them. I wish I could write a science fiction novel like you. I wish I could write, or if only I could write a science fiction novel like you. Do you wish you could write one more novel? Yes. I wish I could write one more novel next year, for example. Okay, now hiring. We are employing. We need someone to work for our company. So now we are hiring somebody. Okay, I would wish also possible. I wish, I only wish, just like I only wish. Let's write it here too. I would wish I could. I would wish that I could apply for this job if I were you, for example. Yes, but I would wish I could apply for if I were you. In fact, it is not necessary here, but if we use it is also kind of clarification. Let's take it into parentheses. Okay. Now I would wish I could apply for this job is enough. Okay. I would wish, I could wish, I might wish. Okay. I would wish I could apply for this job, or I only wish. I only wish I could apply for this job. Okay. Now the 10th dialogue and the 275th dialogue. Okay. A. Selma wishes she could go to Andalusia tomorrow. What would Selman wish he would do today? Uh, Selman wishes he would buy the tickets for Selma. 11a. Sercan wishes he might see, he could see, he would see, okay? He might see the mayor this weekend. Whom does Sertan wish he might see this weekend? Sertan wishes he might see the president of the club this weekend. The manager, yes. The CEO, director, president, okay. 12. Hakan wishes he were having an online English class with his sister now. Okay. Again, let me tell it once more. We only use were after he, she, it, or singular subjects in that clause, in wish clauses. Hakan wishes he were having an online English class with his sister now. What does Ufuk wish? What does Ufuk wish? Ufuk wishes he were watching a video in English about mastering in English. Okay. 13a. Fethi wishes he were traveling. Okay. Fethi wishes he were traveling across Turkey now. What does Metin wish he were doing now? Metin wishes he were writing a report now. Now, if only, okay, as I said, it is almost 100% the same yes, as wish clause. Okay, if only. If only is used with the simple past for things that we want to happen in the present or future, as it is in wish clause. For example, I can't speak Chinese, but if only I could speak Chinese. I wish I could speak Chinese. Do you see that? When we say, if only I could speak Chinese, it is more, it seems to me, it sounds to me that it is more impressive and powerful. If only I want it very much, I aspirate to speak Chinese, yes. It's my aspiration. If only I could speak. What do you wish you could do? I wish I could drink some tea now. Okay. Yes. If I were a rich man, the second type of if clauses. Okay. If I were a rich man, I could buy expensive clothes, for example. If I were a rich man, I could buy expensive clothes. So do you see that the structure is the same? If I were a rich man now, or I wish I were a rich man now. Okay? This is an contrary to the fact situation. Improbable, impossible situation. Now, today, I am poor, but it is my wish that I am rich. So I say, if I were a rich man, or I wish I were a rich man, or if only I were a rich man, if only I were a rich man now, today. Yes. And the gift also says, if I were a rich man. Yes, here is the total of the song lyrics. And let's read it with if clause, but you can think and change it into wish clauses or if only clauses, okay? For example, if I were a rich man, dear God, you made many poor people. I realize, of course, that it is no shame to be poor, but it is no great honor either. So, what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? Okay, if I were a rich man, yabba some exclamations all day long. I would bidi bum. I would do lots of things. If I were a rich man, I would do lots of things. If I were a wealthy man, wealthy, as you know, means rich. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Say if I were a bidi rich, extremely rich, I'd build a big. I would, or I could build, I could make a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be no long staircase, just going up. There would be one long stair. If I were a rich man, if I had a big house, so if I had a big house, there would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere. So there would be one or another one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for snow. If I were a rich man, I would fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese. Okay, this is this. Now, the 15. Turan doesn't regard his job as important. Turan doesn't regard his job as important. If only he regarded his job as important. Yeah, let's put the exclamation mark. If only he regarded his job as important. I wish he regarded his job as important. Let's make it second type if clause. Let's change it into second type if clause. If Turan regarded his job as important, comma, he would be happier than he is now. Okay. Who else doesn't regard his or her task as important? Burak doesn't regard his task as important. See, whoa, what a pity. If only they regard their task and job as important. Full stop. How does Melih regard his career? Melih regards his career as important. Wow, how nice. Yes, how nice. That Melih regards his career as important. 16a, if only I were older and wiser. Yes, if only I were older and wiser. I am old, but if only I were older and wiser. Besides being older, so what counts is being more wiser. Yes, sorry, being much wiser. Okay, what do you wish you were? What do you wish you were? I wish I were a pedagogue. I am a teacher of English, but I wish I were a pedagogue and a rational, logical, and accepted pedagogue. Okay. 17a. If only I made good decisions and gave good advice based on experience of life. Yes, if only. I wish. If only means I wish. Let me remind it again. I wish I made good decisions and gave good advice based on experience of life and logic. What do you wish you did? I wish I spoke English fluently and correctly. Okay. I wish I mastered English. Yes, I wish I mastered English. 18. If only I had a sense of direction, but unfortunately, I don't have I don't have a sense of direction. If only I wish I had a sense of direction. Do you wish you had a sense of direction or a sense of purpose? I wish I had both of them. I wish I had both a sense of direction and purpose. I wish again. I wish our parents were here now. As you see, as everybody knows that our parents aren't here, but I wish our parents were here now. My grandchild wishes, okay? Singular. My grandchild wishes she were going to school instead of having online classes at home. Yes, let me remind it once more. For example, you are in an exam and there are alternatives. One of them is, for example, my grandchild wishes she were, okay? And the other alternative is she was. Which one will you choose? Of course, she were. We don't choose she was. We say it is incorrect, but she were is correct. But when we hear it with was, it's also okay. We also get the message as well, and we also give our message to our addressees. Okay. My grandchild wishes she didn't have online classes these days. Instead, she wishes she went to school. She wishes she went to school instead. Okay. Today or tomorrow. So we have finished the first type of wish clauses or if only clauses. Now it's time to start the second type, wish clauses or if only clauses. Roman number 2, a wish clause is used with the past perfect for things that we wanted to happen in the past. Okay. Yes, it's all about wishes, our wishes about the past, that something happened or didn't happen. Okay. For example, Carol wishes she had joined the class last Sunday. Did Carol join the class? No, she didn't join the class last Sunday, but now, today, Carol wishes she had joined. Now our keyword is had joined, okay? Past perfect tense, not simple past. Simple past is for present and future wishes, but Carol wishes that she had joined the class last Sunday. Of course, that mostly is not used, okay? Carol wishes that she had joined the class last Sunday. What does Diana wish she had done last week? What does Diana wish she had done last week? Diana wishes she had given a banquet last week. She wishes she had given a large meal last week, or she had given feast. She had given a feast last week. Now, I think it's a nice gift, and it says, I wish I hadn't seen, but she saw something strange and terrifying. I wish I hadn't seen, it's okay, I wish I hadn't seen it. What is it? It is this, what I think I saw. Yes, there is a joke here. I wish I hadn't seen it. I wish I hadn't seen what I think I saw. So there isn't a certainty. What does Jennifer wish she hadn't done? Jennifer wishes she hadn't seen that strange thing. Okay. 19, I was not in the debate team yesterday. This is the fact. This is the reality. And we are talking about the past. I was not in the debate team yesterday. I wish I had been in the game. Where do you wish you had been yesterday? I wish I had been in the library with you yesterday. 20. A. I didn't install antivirus software on my neighbor's computer last month, but I wish I had installed an antivirus program on his computer for cyber security. What do you wish you had done last Sunday? I wish I had taken my neighbor to the library last Sunday. Yes, you can use all the verbs in past participle form on the condition that they are meaningful. Okay, 21. I didn't have a USB. This is the reality. I didn't have a USB flash drive last week, okay? But I wish I had had a USB drive last week. What do you wish you had had last week? I wish I had had my laptop when I was in the meeting last week. Now, it is clear that I made it an image and I will share it. It means that I will share it on English Acquiring channel as an image, of course. Okay. A, I wish I had answered one more question in the last week's exam. How many questions do you wish you had answered? I wish I had answered all the questions, but unfortunately, I didn't answer 10 questions out of 25. 23A. Bob wishes he had known his uncle was at the school yesterday. This is a little bit complicated, but if we focus on it, it will be simple. Bob wishes he had known his uncle was at the school yesterday. Yes. He had known that his uncle was at the school yesterday. Let me read it again. Bob wishes that, this is that of wish clause. Bob wishes that he had known that, his uncle was at the school yesterday. What does Ayhan wish he had known? Ayhan wishes he had known that the meeting would start at 9 o'clock. 24. I wish they hadn't declared war on that country, but unfortunately, they did it. They declared a war on that country. I wish everybody wishes they hadn't declared, okay? They hadn't declared war on that country. What do you wish they had done? I wish they had preferred the diplomatic ways. 25A. Yusuf wishes he had studied very much. Who wishes he or she had studied more than he did? My friend Hassan wishes he had studied more than he did. 26A. I wish I had been driving the car before we arrived in Rome. Who wishes he had been taking photographs before we arrived there? Jakub wishes he had been taking photographs before we arrived there. Now, if only, just like wish clause, as you know, there is no need to remind it again. If only is used with the past perfect for things that we wanted to happen in the past. Things that we didn't want to happen in the past is also possible. For example, I didn't bring my laptop, okay? I didn't do it. I didn't bring my laptop to class yesterday. But if only I had brought my laptop to class yesterday. Yes, or I wish I had brought my laptop to class yesterday. What didn't you do yesterday? I didn't telephone I didn't telephone one of my relatives yesterday, but if only I had telephoned him yesterday. 28, Tuncay didn't treasure his grandfather. If only he had valued, if only he had treasured his grandfather, yes, exclamation mark. Okay. If only he had valued his grandfather, yes. Who didn't value? So we need, for example, it is good that we are studying wish clauses just after studying if clauses. For example, let's change it into if clause. If Tuncay had valued his grandfather, he would have been, okay? He would have been the most, the richest and the most happiest person in the world. Yeah, if only he had valued his grandfather. I wish, we wish, all of us wish he had valued his grandfather. Who didn't value cultural diversity? Unfortunately, that man didn't value cultural diversity. If only he had valued cultural diversity. If only he had been aware of the importance, the beauty of cultural diversity. Yes, we wish he had valued, okay? He had valued the beauty, the importance of cultural diversity. Now, 29, they didn't speak about the value of the college education. Unfortunately, they didn't do it in the past. If only they had spoken about the importance of college education. What else didn't they speak about? They also didn't speak about environmental problems. If only they had spoken about them too. 38. They didn't speak about the value of the college education. They should have, we can also express, we will study them in model perfect. We will have a full model perfect presentations, I think 1 or 2 presentations about model perfects. So this is about one of them. They should have talked about, okay? They should have talked about the importance of college education, but unfortunately, they didn't do it. What else didn't they speak about? They didn't speak about the culture shock. If only they had spoken about culture shock. Okay, 31. Ceyhun didn't accept the golden medal last year. What was the right thing to do? Should he have accepted the golden medal or not? In my opinion, he should have accepted the golden medal, but unfortunately, he didn't. Okay. If only my grandfather hadn't moved to Ankara. If only my grandfather hadn't moved to Ankara. What do you wish your grandfather hadn't done? If only my grandfather hadn't bought that horse. 33, International Day of Friendship. If only I hadn't gotten or experienced culture shock. What do you wish you hadn't done when you were abroad? I wish I hadn't neglected, okay? I wish I hadn't neglected the language of that foreign country. 34A, if only I had saved enough money. What do you wish you had done before you retired? If only. So, do you see, we cannot ask, or we don't think about asking a question by using if only, but it is possible with wish. What do you wish you had done before you retired. Let's give answer with only. If only I had, if only I had written, if only I had written my memories before I retired. Not after I retired, but before I retired. Or if only I had taken some notes. I had taken some notes about my lifespan before I retired. Now, yes, this will be an image on English Acquiring channel 35A. If only I had been with you in Venice. Yeah, but unfortunately, I wasn't with you in Venice. When you were there, I wasn't there. Whom do you wish you had been with in New York 10 years ago? If only, let's answer again with if only I had been with my uncle in New York 10 years ago. Okay, now quiz time. Question 1. If only you blank the exam yesterday, so it will be about past perfect tense structure, okay? So B is true. If only you hadn't failed the exam yesterday, but unfortunately, it's a fact, it's a reality that you failed the exam. You didn't pass the exams. And now we say today, if only you hadn't failed the exam yesterday. Okay. I wish you hadn't failed the exam yesterday. Yeah. Question 2. I wish we blank on holiday this year. Okay. I wish we could go. Just simple model. I wish we could go on holiday this year. It's about simple past of can. Yes. We don't use will, we use would. If there were would, for example, we also would choose it. For example, I wish we would go on a holiday this year. Okay. 3, I wish the sun blank out. We could go to the park then, today. I wish the sun would come out. Yes. In parentheses, we could go to the park then, today. Question 4, I wish I blank there with you last Monday. Past participle, we look for the past participle. So I wish I had been there with you last Monday. If only he blank late for work yesterday. So if only he hadn't been late for work yesterday. Now vocabulary, let's take a look at them. Bring on, what does it mean? It means make something happen. Usually something bad. Yes. Make something cause to happen. Yes. Cruelty can bring on. Of course, cruelty can bring on mental discomfort. But kindness can bring about. Yes, bring about also means make something happen. Kindness can bring about mental comfort. What else may kindness bring about? It may bring about lots of positive states. What might physical tense bring on? Physical tense might bring on physical stress. Now, resilience is an excellent word. I hope each of us, or I wish each of us had. Yeah, I wish each of us had resilience. Yes. Down to earth as an adjective. For example, Ahmet is a down-to-earth person. You are a down-to-earth doctor. Okay, down-to-earth, sensible, realistic, practical, pragmatic, and resilient. Yeah, down-to-earth also means resilient. I advise the daydreamer Tuncay to be a down-to-earth person and not to chase the rainbows, balls. But what might he have told me? So let's read the note below. That's why he always gets to know distinguished writers easily. Yes, I think it's not important. We can clean them. Yes, we can delete them. This part is important. Yes, this is also sensed, and this is also okay. I think this is enough. This is our word that we have to gain, have to acquire, have to have. Yes, down to earth is really important. Okay. We don't have to ask a question in some cases. Okay. Internal justice or external justice. If you get there with fully equipped, yes, with fully equipped with justice, balance, coherence, harmony, you fulfill full justice, exact justice, yes. How do you behave if you get there without being equipped with justice? So you cannot fulfill full justice. Yes, these are also expressions from the dictionary: internal justice, external justice, inner or subjective, psychological, personal justice, outer, objective, social justice. Cases, yes, is a nice word. We really need them from time to time. There are many cases that you can see this issue clearly. It's a very fragile issue. It's a very naive issue, fragile issue. Okay, thank you very much. I hope it was useful. And in the following video, we are going to study the mixed type of if clauses. Okay. And then after the video, after the other video, okay, after the second following video, we will study the other ifs. There are, I think, about 15 or 14 words or phrases that are used instead of if, okay? And they are similar to if. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next time. See you in the next video.